Hello everyone, welcome to this video on note making strategy for general studies. So this is presented by me Akshat Jain. I have secured All India rank 2 in this year's civil services examination. So this is the single most common query which I have been receiving from aspirants as to how to make notes. And I believe this is one of the most challenging elements of this exam as well. So in this particular video, I am going to cover as to how I made my notes, and I am even going to show you the samples of my notes so that it can help you. So this is going to be the most detailed video on note making of mine till now. So before that, I have this announcement to make. I am going to teach live on Unacademy Plus. So this particular platform contains a lot of great courses like this one by Mrunal sir on economy, courses like Roman Saini sir on essay writing and all, and also other great courses. So I'll be taking up courses on each aspect of this preparation: GS, essay, interview, prelims. So please do refer to this particular platform, and it also contains a lot of great test series which can be beneficial to you. So you can use this code Akshat1. So this referral code can get you a 10% discount on this platform, and you will be able to get access to all the courses. So please remember this code Akshat1. This is very, very important for you to remember, and please use this code. Okay, so let us move on to what you're here for: note making. So this is first of all just a very brief of why you should make notes. So already I'm not going to be the first person who is going to mention these points, and I'm not going to be the last as well. So note making, in my opinion, are very, very important. Why? Because first, it enables you to revise maximum in minimum time. Because this particular exam, there is so much you have to revise, so much topics you have to cover, and so less time in which you have to cover, especially when you are giving your mains. So you have one day gap. So how can you cover without short notes? So that is why you have to revise maximum in minimum time, and for that you need short brief notes. Second of all, today we read from multiple sources. We read from 1 or 2 books, we read from a few online resources, we read from current affairs material. So it is very important that you consolidate everything at one single place. So that is why again notes are very, very important. Third of all, notes help you to align what you are reading to the examination. That is, each and every book which you might be reading, that may not have been designed from a UPSC civil service exam perspective. So that is why when you read that book, you need to align the content in it to this particular exam, and in that case notes help. Finally, notes are kind of the nursery for building your answer writing skills, because what you write, the way you write in your notes, that ultimately reflects in your answer writing as well. So this is why notes are very, very important. So I am going to cover exactly how I used to make my notes. So first of all, these basic guidelines which I used to follow. So please remember, all of these things, they are my own personal way of doing things which enabled me to get such a rank. So it is up to you to follow. I am just here to give you my way of thinking. Even if it helps one of you, my work here is done. Okay. So the basic guidelines, what I would recommend is you please use A4 size blank sheets. This is very important. Why? Because as compared to register, if you use blank sheets, you can always update your notes, and you have to update your notes a lot. So that is why blank sheets are ideal for that purpose. You can always insert a sheet in between whenever you need to add more to your notes. Second of all, go absolutely rough. By this I mean, please, no complete sentences in your notes. Please, no concern for grammar, no concern for handwriting. Go absolutely rough. You are not here to publish your notes for the future aspirants. Please remember, please do not make a book out of a book. Please do not take concern of such things. Go absolutely rough and make your notes in such a way that they are legible only to you. The first sign of a good note is one that these are only understandable to the person who has made them. So that is why you just go rough. Third of all, you be precise. So how can you be precise? That is, how can you prepare short notes? You use short forms, you use symbols, you use points. Naturally, you have to use points. You use flow diagrams, you use tables. So all these things, points, flow diagrams, tables, these are going to be part of your answer writing as well. So that is why I said that notes are kind of a reflection of your answer writing, the nursery where you develop your answer writing skills. So these help you to be precise and then make short notes. Fourth of all, very, very important, always keep this syllabus and previous year questions with you. This is very important. If you do not have them in front of you, then maybe you will start preparing notes that are either too bulky, not to the point, have content that is not required, and you might go wrong at lot of places if you do not have these two components in front of you. So whenever I used to read a topic and I used to prepare notes on that topic, I used to have these two things always at each time. So it enables you to read properly from the resource and then make notes accordingly to the requirement of this exam. Okay? And finally, again important, you make common notes for prelims and mains. So I don't think there is any need for you to make separate notes because syllabus is by and large the same. And obviously there are certain additional topics in mains, but most of the topics, they are common to both of them. So make one integrated note. Please do not duplicate your efforts. And you can, obviously in that note, you must be able to realize, okay, this particular information is relevant for prelims, this one for mains. So when you are revising, say from prelims perspective, then you can skip on to that mains information. But make common note, make only once. Okay. Now, this is where my each and every detail of my note making strategy starts. So first of all, I made two sets of notes. Two sets of notes. One before prelims, the other one after prelims. Please remember, I am not using the word for prelims, I am using the word before prelims. So on the same topic, I had two sets of notes in the end. First, before prelims, the ones which I made, so they were relatively more elaborated. Okay, so the same topic, making, say, a relatively more elaborated note, and then after prelims, absolutely to the point note. So this was converted into absolutely to the point information. And you might be wondering, why did I make two sets of notes? Why couldn't I start directly from here? I should have made direct absolute to the point notes. But there's a reason for this, and the reason is that often you might see that there are topics which you prepare before prelims, and then there's a sufficient time gap when you take up these topics after pre. So suppose to say I have read the topic internal security in November, but now I am going to read it again, say after 4-5 months, after 6 months, when I have qualified prelims, then only will I take up this topic. So in that particular time, if I make only absolute to the point note, then I would not be able to understand my own notes. If I only written, say, just 1 or 2 keyword, then I'll not be able to understand the context, because a lot of time has passed since I read that particular topic. And this is true for each and every topic. So that is why you have to, before prelims, you have to be little more elaborate. I'm not saying again you make long notes, but relatively more elaborate, and then you can convert them into absolute to the point notes. And I am going to show you demos as well, and I am going to also show you how to do it, so that it saves your time and it can actually help you. So I am going to do that in the next slides. I hope you understand the point I am trying to say. Okay. So first set, before prelims. So now I am going to cover how I made notes. So before prelims, this is the stage before prelims. So how I made notes before prelims on current affairs first of all. So current affairs is something which you have to read every day. So you have to kind of make notes every other day on current affairs, right? So that is why I'm starting with current affairs. So I used to make digitized notes on it. Why digitized? Because it is a very dynamic component. You have to regularly update. So that is why I made digitized notes, and I used to use platform like Evernote. I used to make my note on Evernote, and the same thing I used to also do for topics that are highly dynamic. For example, agriculture, cyber security. These are very dynamic topics. although they are included in your static syllabus, but these are essentially dynamic topics. So for such topics as well as for current affairs, I made digitized notes on Evernote. Okay, and here also please be organized and to the point. It is not as though you will just copy paste an editorial onto your Evernote and be done with it. No, here also be very precise so that you can revise. It is easier for you to refer again. So I am going to show you my sample, my demo. So this is a screenshot of my own Evernote platform, my own page, my own notes. So here you can see, first of all, I have organized the entire note in subject wise platforms. And so you can just see I have organized subject wise. So essay, GS1, GS2, GS3, within GS3, economy, environment, science and tech, security. So this is a organized way of doing things so that it is easier for me to navigate and refer my notes. So you have to be organized. And second, you can just see here also I have made point-wise notes in a very brief manner. So you can just see I have used short forms. I have been very, very specific to the point, using points, using short forms, and just writing what is needed, what is sufficient, and I can easily revise this note whenever I am going to refer this again. So I think this is the way one should make digitized notes. Here also be organized and precise. Okay. So also one more thing I used to do, I used to make this index. So what is this index? Basically all the pending current affairs topics, I used to note them down like this so that it is easier for me for later reference, because it is very difficult. Sometimes what happens is you are not able to make notes of a topic, of a current affair topic which you read. So you just save them for later reference. So for example, these are basically topics from the Vision IAS Current Affairs monthly magazine. So I was not able to make notes on them at that particular time, but I noted them down. So now whenever I am going to refer the relevant topic in the near future, I am going to be able to see, okay, so these are the current affairs material that are there in this edition of the Vision Affairs magazine. So I am going to go directly onto them and then read. So basically this helps you for later reference. So I have sorted them topic wise. So within economy, this topic, all these current affairs which are pending in my case. So you can use an approach on similar lines. Coming next, before prelims, the second set of, so these are the integrated notes. So I have used this word integrated. You might have expected the word static notes, but I've used integrated deliberately. So I used to make them on blank sheets. And why integrated? Because for any topic, the static resources you have combined with the current affair notes and materials which you refer, that make the integrated note. So now I am going to study GS. Suppose I am going to pick up a topic. Let us say I am going to pick up a topic like Parliament. So I am going to study Lakshmikant for it and the NCERT, and also refer to the current affair note which I had made earlier. These notes, right? Because I was preparing them day by day, so I will refer them and I will refer any other material, current affair material, and then combine them to prepare an integrated note. So this is very important. So you first read all your static resources, then you open your current affair notes which you have prepared like these ones, and then you also open up any current affair material or any other material which you want to refer, say a government report, and then you first, after you have read all these, then you make the note. Always make the note in the end. Do not start making your note simultaneously when you are reading for the first time. Otherwise you will write each and every information. So first read all your resources, decide which particular points are the best, and then combine all your resources in one place. So this is very, very important. That is how you consolidate different resources at one place, which is your notes. So I am going to show you demo. So for example, there's this is a note on parliamentary oversight of the executive. So I hope you are able to read it, and even if you are not able to read it, that is perfectly fine, because I am not kind of giving you a kind of lesson on this particular topic. I am here to show you this note making of mine. So for example, this particular topic, so I read different sources. So I am going to read Lakshmikant for Parliament, I am going to read the NCERT. So these two are my static resources. So first I am going to read the NCERT, then Lakshmikant, then I am going to refer to the current affair note on my Evernote if I have any note on this particular topic, then the extra material, say second ARC. So after I have gone through all of them, then I will make this combined note. So I have selected the best points from everywhere. So for example, this particular point, this has been taken from Lakshmikant. So I have written that point from there. And suppose say this point, that has been taken from current affairs material. So that has been taken from the PRS, to be very precise. So again, that particular point is from the current affairs material. This point, this is from second ARC. So I have highlighted the report so that I remember that this particular point was taken from this particular resource, and I am going to quote it in my answers. So always highlight the report as well if you are taking from an authentic source like second ARC, like the Niti Aayog and all. So mention that in your notes as well. And throughout this note, you can see I have used short forms, I have used symbols, I have been very, very precise. Okay, so that is how you combine a note. So I read all these different resources, and then I sorted out the best points from each and every resource, and then I consolidated them at one place. Now I do not have to read the Lakshmikant again, the NCERT again, the current affairs material again, or the second ARC each and every time I want to revise. No, this one single page would do, because I have combined the best out of those resources here itself. So I hope this is very clear, and I hope I was able to make you understand the need for notes here. So also in your notes, please include maps and diagrams. Please include these flow diagrams. Please include schematic diagrams, because as I said, notes are a reflection of your answer writing, and these things, when you do it in your notes, you will automatically start doing in your answers. So I used to make flow charts. Obviously these are very rough. I am not saying be very neat, be rough, but I used to make these flow charts in my notes, and I used to use the same flow chart, same way of representing in my final answers as well. So it was here in my notes that I practiced them a lot, that I was able to use them in my answers. Similarly, schematic diagrams, all these maps, diagrams, integrate them in your notes so that these stay with you and you are able to use them in your mains answer writing as well. Okay, so this was the main note making part. So now coming to this next set of note which I had mentioned after prelims, right? So these are the final notes, final set of notes. So like I mentioned, before prelims you would have created this entire notes of maximum syllabus. Now what you do is first read the existing notes, okay, made before prelims. Then you take fresh pages, make these new set of notes which must be totally to the point. When I say totally to the point, it means it must only involve keywords. Why you can do this now? Because now you are going to be at the peak of your preparation. So now you are going to periodically revise, because after all mains is going to be coming up. So you need to periodically revise your notes. So that is why you need not write the context of that particular point. You can be very brief, because you would remember the context, you would remember the background of the point. So यहाँ पर just to the point कीजिए काम. जो आपके already notes थे, they were already very precise, but you just further make them more and more condensed, ताकि जो है ultimately you have very, very small set of notes, because finally what happens is mains में you have only a gap of 1 day to revise. So you need ultra precise notes. And you can add any new current affairs which have come up in this particular period directly into these new set of notes. And finally, your final notes for mains are ready if you follow this recipe. So this is basically how I did things. So I'm going to give you an example as to show this transition from before prelims notes to after prelim note. So you can see this same example we had discussed right now, this parliamentary oversight. So this entire page Now I've just converted that to this particular space, which is less than 25% of the page now. So this was already very precise, already very fine, but look at how much finer I have converted it. This entire 100% page space is now only occupying 25% of the space. So you can always make these condensed points. So as you can see, I have only written 1 or 2 keywords, only just the keyword, because now I am going to revise them so often that I need not remember each and every context of these points. Earlier I needed that, because suppose say this note I made in December 2017. So if I am going to refer this after prelims, say in August 2018, then a lot of time has passed. So I might not have remembered. I might not have been able to understand these notes if I had made such a short note in the very start itself. I hope you are able to get my point. If I would have made this ultra fine note in December and then referred to this note after prelims in August, then I don't think I would have been able to understand this. So that is why I made 2 sets of notes. And what you can do is, you have to revise this note after pre. So you just memorize these, and the next day, without looking at this note, just make the ultra fine note. So in this way, you are able to revise as well as prepare this second set of notes. So you will save time also. So I think this helps. And this is the exact way I prepared my notes. I hope I have been able to clear your doubts, and I hope this particular aspect is clear about these 2 sets of notes. So it might be confusing at first, but if you again watch the video, you will be able to understand. So what I am saying is, always notes have to be short, precise, right? So do that before prelims itself, make your majority notes, and after prelims you just convert that again into very ultra fine, ultra thin notes. Okay, so this was my overall note making strategy. Again, I would like to kind of just highlight the fact that I am going to be teaching live at Unacademy Plus. So please use this code Akshat1. It will help you get a 10% discount, and you will be able to access all the courses, all the tests, all the optional subjects, everything that is available on this platform. Thank you.